What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Thank you for watching Sportsbook Review. This is Benny with the Bag. Friday, November 1st, late show. We have a packed late show. 8 minutes. We're going to be joined by J Money is Money, Revenge Game J, breaking down each and every one of these NBA games on the slate. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to go over NHL. I'm also making a quick addition to my NCAA football card. Going to try to make up for what happened yesterday. Shout out to Deer Slayer Ski in the house. Says ready for a big weekend, Jimmy, my brother. Man, championship Saturday tomorrow. My favorite day of the year. So many opportunities to make big cash. I'm gonna have to start strong. I can't go down $300 or $400 early. I don't have a big enough roll. But I'm going to take shots. I'm not going to be making $20 bets. I'm going to take shots. And then I'm going to tweet out all my bets. So, if you guys want to roll with me. Also, don't forget, Beat the Bag. Beat the Bag. I need you guys to jump on Beat the Bag with me. It would mean so much to me if you guys could. The more people that are in it, the more people and the more cash I can have up for grabs. Free to enter, $250 to the winner. Let me just grab it right now. Here you go. So here is the full 60-page form, which we usually don't get. So it's pretty cool that we have the full 60-page form right here. Santanita.com was offering it up. Are they still? I'm not sure if they still are. I believe they are. Let me just wait and make sure this goes through. I expect it to go through. I'm hoping it will go through. While I'm waiting for it, why don't I give a shout out to all the cappers in the chat. Deer Slayer Ski, Alex Ramirez, Get Card, A in the house. Islanders plus 105, Sharks minus 1.5 plus 170. Spurs first half. Oh, it is good. Okay, beautiful. Sorry to not finish you off. And UConn plus 26, backing UConn plus 26. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this right here. And so this is the full 60-page form for Championship Saturday. There you go. And then also let me get, once you look at the form, do it anytime you want, just on the forum, give us your top pick. Simply put, your winner in each race. There we go. Going to copy and paste it here. The winner of each race. And we have low baggers eating in this competition each and every time we do it. $250 to the winner. Jason Torjay Reese. Good as gold. Flick my big Yenny Toon. Red Girl in the house. Nice to see Red Girl. We love Red Girl. Nasty Nate. Walla Dose. Austin Kowalski. There's J Money is Money. Ricardo Gutierrez. J Money going to be joining us very, very soon. Alex Daly. Drink in hand. Man, we've missed Drink in hand. Great to see Drink in hand in the house. Reese. Alex Guerrero. Bookie Lover Q. Take it easy. CR. Ron Lofton. Unbelievable in the house. Walla Dose. Nasty Nate in the house. Dennis Garcia. What a great group. Okay, Shadow rolling with us as well. Much love to you, Shadow. Thank you for joining us. Josh Rogan ready to get to work. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to add a play right now, and I am adding the first half. Navy minus 14 and a half. There's no point to pay for that half that much, so I'm not going to bother. That's a ridiculous point to pay for. I'm going to take Navy minus 15 at minus 110. Navy first half minus 15 at minus 110. Locking that in right now. And NCAA is going bad for me. Can you pop up my NCAA football record, Rafa? 2 losers yesterday. NCAA football, I'm taking Navy first half minus 15 at minus 110. I'm not paying anything for a half point there. I'd rather just push it at 15. Knoscat in the house. Jesse Nemeth. Melee Payless. Wait. Most. Big E says today is the day. PG 00187 on an undercover call. Okay, let's get to work right now. Quickly going to go over my NHL plays and just quickly look at market moves, and then we're going to bring in J Money. We need time for that. Also, right after 20 minutes after J Money, we're going to have Al Mack joining us, and then after Al Mack, we have Big Ragu live from the Orleans in Las Vegas. Don Ricci at the poker table right now. A lot of the cappers haven't made it in yet, so it's who knows? It might just be Ragu from the Orleans, but I'm very excited to have him. Joe Anisi said Jimmy just straight tailed you all on NHL night. Good. I've lost 4 in a row. I want you to pop up that NHL record as well, Ralph. I lost 4 in a row, and I'm angry. But there's going to be, nights like this, and I'm going to get it back tonight. I'm on the Islanders plus 105. Okay, so I'm staying off Flyers Devils. So let's quickly do this. Flyers Devils. What the hell? Why am I not getting Okay, I don't know why it's not on right now under today. So here we go. Money lines and totals. Flyers, Devils, I'm off. The total's at 6.5, being a 4-cent move towards the over, a 6-cent move towards Philadelphia. A lot of volatility with these two cold enders. I'm off. I got the Islanders at plus 105. If you wanted it right now, you would get the Islanders at, quickly, in highest public concentration on Carolina, highest sharp concentration on New Jersey. Interesting, Alex Guerrero. Thank you for sharing that. I love that. PD picks, what time's NBA? Within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes. Jason Kelly like a Brogdon over 27.5 points and 6. I like that look too. Quickly, if you wanted the Islanders, you could get better than I got. So money coming in on the Lightning. I think the Islanders win their 8th straight game tonight. Sabres Capitals, I stayed off the Sabres Capitals. There's been just a few cent more move towards the Capitals. 16-cent move from the opening line towards the Capitals. I'm on the Red Wings at plus 245, and I was right. So that's the first time all year that a big dog like that hasn't become a bigger dog. Now, I'm only right by a 5-cent, and you could have got 241, so 4 cent of heritage, but 5 cents at 5 times. That makes me feel good. Let's see and plus 235 still at Bet365. Interesting. So it actually is a 5-cent bigger dog at Bet365. I'm on the Red Wings money line. The Hurricanes, the sample size is too small. 5-1-0 at home. You know I'm very high on the Hurricanes. Hurricanes are 2-0 on their homestand. They're fat and happy. Red Wings come in angry. And I probably should have taken Red Wings first period. Probably should have taken Red Wings first period, but I'm taking Red Wings full game at plus 245. I'm on the under 5.5 in Blue Jackets Blues. Let's take a look at that right now. Under 5.5 Blue Jackets Blues. I got that at minus 104. If you want it right now, minus 106. Tiny move towards the under. I got the Stars at plus 125. I like this play quite a bit. I think the Stars are going to give us a ton of value right now. And the Star against the Dallas team that's beaten up. And I could have got a better number. Could have got plus 127. So could have got 2 cents better. That's not what I like to see. Canucks, Ducks, I'm off. I don't trust either team, and I want the Canucks to win because I want to start fading them. Then I got the Sharks minus 1.5 at plus 195, and that was just a great score. I did it immediately when the opportunity arose. It's now plus 167 at my book. That's Bet365 where I got it at plus 195. Those are my 5 looks in NHL, and that's what's up. That's what I'm doing. Jason Kelly liking the over 5.5. I can agree with that. Shadow took New York Islanders regulation, St. Louis regulation. I understand those looks. And Kevin Calisto said Rockets Nets over. Grabbed it at 240 last night. I got it 241.5 early. And let's bring in our guy, J Money is Money, right now and break down this whole NBA card. Reset Islanders are a solid play. I like the Islanders a lot. Islanders are fresh and have to be focused to win their 8th straight. Going up against a team that's playing their 3rd game in 4 nights with a terrible travel schedule. So I'm quite comfortable with the Islander spot, and I'm excited to watch that game. PD Pick says, what time is NBA? The time is now, and we brought in just the man for the job. Our guy, J Money is Money, a.k.a. Revenge Game J, in the house, coming to us live, representing Texas here. J Money, how you doing on this Friday evening, my friend? Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm doing good, Jimmy. Appreciate you for having me on, man. I appreciate all you guys in the chat showing love as well. And you're damn right, man. I think it's time that Revenge Game J has come out from the woodworks.
I like it. I like it a lot. And we have a lot of great spots. I jumped on the over early. Let me go to NBA here at Sportsbook Review, the SBR odds page. Go to NBA. We're going to go to money lines and totals. Marco Ortega joining us, says, my guy, Jay. Okay, let's go. Houston, Brooklyn. I took the over. It opened at 239.5. I got it at 241.5. It's now 244. Or 244.5 at bookmaker. The spread is Houston minus 3.5, now minus 4. Do you have a look on Rockets Nets?
Yeah, I do have a look on it, and I couldn't talk you off that over, Jimmy. I'm not hopping on it. It's too high of a total for me. It's like an all-star game total. You know what I'm saying? I know that the Nets, the Rockets won 159-158 over there versus the Wizards, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be pissed off for giving up 158 points. They allow the Wizards to shoot 62.6% from field goal range. You know what I'm saying, in that game, and 55% from 3-point range. So it's a tricky game here. Like I say, it's a boatload boatload of points. Obviously, his money is coming in over open at 240, 241, and it's up to 244. So sharp money is coming in the over. I like the Nets here, man. A lot of people liking the Rockets here, and I mean I see why. But the Rockets have won 3 straight games. They're 3-0 this year. But I mean, if you watch their games, they're 0-4 ATS this year. You know what I'm saying? They was up versus the Bucks, which was impressive, but they didn't play enough defense. Let the Bucks come back in that game. Pretty much played 3 cupcakes since then. Now they're going to play a real team over there. The Nets, they're struggling, but you look at their roster, look at this matchup. They still have some guys. They got some guys that they can throw at Harden over there. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook, Kyrie's probably going to be matched up with him, but this is going to be a team thing, man. I think the Nets come out here with a sense of urgency here. Like I say, they're the 1-3 team here. It's almost like a must-win here. You know what I'm saying? And I know they've been preaching defense as well, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see the Nets come in here and stun some people, and I really think that they come out with a sense of urgency here.
That makes sense. And our AM, the barbecue sauce titty play today, is the Brooklyn Nets plus 170 money line. A lot of people wanting to go against this market move and take the under because of the things that Atkinson said about defense. I am not making a move. Ron Lawton says tail Jay with Nets first quarter and Jordan Celtics game first half under. Great cappers. You're doing such great work on JAMA with J Money. It's just such a big hit and everyone enjoying it so much. I'm myself included. So this spot, are you backing? Because there's 5s on the board. Are you going to back Brooklyn plus 5?
Yes, I am going to back Brooklyn plus the 5. I also like them in the first half as well. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I took the Nets in the first quarter and the first half. These were small plays, but I took them in the first quarter and the first half, both on the money line. And I actually like for them to – I think that the Nets will win this game, to be honest with you. I think AM is on to something there, taking them on the money line. This is a spot where if I feel like you want the points or you like the Nets in this game, and this is the reason why I'm not on the over, Jimmy. I feel like the Nets correlate with the under. If this game goes over, that's not good for the Nets, the way they've been playing, having a lot of turnovers. You know what I'm saying? They have to guard the 3 in this game. We know that the Rockets are a totally different team once they're not hitting their 3s. So we'll see here if the Nets come to play tonight. Like I say, I feel like this is a must-win for them. They know that they had high hopes for this season. You know what I'm saying? Even without KD's being out, you still can't start off this bad. You still have a pretty damn good team over there. They have some bigs over there that can bother Capella as well. They can anchor this defense. I like the Nets to win this game straight up, man. I know a lot of people liking the Rockets here, but I'm not impressed with them whatsoever, and they should have lost that game versus the Wizards. Late free throws for Harden there, you know what I'm saying, to get them that win. They should have lost that game versus the Wizards, and that's not a buy sign for me whatsoever, even if they were looking ahead to this game. I think if you like the Nets, you could take the points to the plus 5, but I think that they win this game on the money line.
It's a very exciting look. Very, very exciting look back in the Nets here. Let's move on to Bucks Magic. I had the Bucks against the Celtics, and that blew up in my face. Although NBA is going very well. NBA is going very well. Rafa, can you pop up that NBA record? Small sample size. We're just getting rolling. And we got off to a great start last year as well. It's more about keeping that start going. Let's go Bucks Magic. Bucks open up at -5, now 4.5s and 4s. This total opened up at 216, now 215.5 and 215. And our Anthony Mastronardi, representing Windsor, right across the Detroit River from Detroit, says, I like the Bucks tonight, short spread, because they lost their last game. Bucks Magic. J Money, you got to move here?
Yeah, I have a move. I have a couple of moves here. I don't think that's the only reason why it's a short spread. The Magic play really good defense. They're third in the league right now in defensive efficiency. They're holding teams to 94 points per game on defense. That's pretty damn stout. Now the thing about it is their offense hadn't been working. They're a damn good under team. That's what we pray for as an under better. A bad offensive team and a very good defensive team, all in the same. You have to love there with unders here. Kyle Korver's sitting tonight. I like the under here. It's sitting at 215.5. The way that the Magic been playing, every one of their games have went under so far this year. I like the under in this spot. I like for them to hold down the Bucks. Like I say, no Korver out there. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying, that's a few less points over there. The Bucks will come in super pissed off from losing that game versus the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? They pissed out in a way. They are averaging 119 points per game, so you have a good offensive team meeting a defensive team. I think that the Magic will throw the book at the Bucks here. I do like the Bucks to come out hot here in the first half. Like I say, pissed from the Celtics game. The the Magic, even shown in the Knicks game, they came out lethargic in the first half, and then in the second half they picked it up. You know what I'm saying? After going over defensive schemes probably at the half. I like the under here, and I like the Bucks first half. I wanted to take the Bucks full game, but they are looking towards. They do have a date with the Raptors tomorrow in their building. That's something you guys have to look at, man, or something that I definitely look at. Who the teams play next? If they weren't playing the Raptors next, I'd be on the Bucks minus the 4. And you see it going down. Everybody on the Bucks here went down from 5 to 4. People believing in the Magic here plus the points. Like I say, their defense can keep it in, but I don't know if they have the offense to stay with the Bucks here. The Bucks are a superior team over there in the East, and like I say, their defense is good as well. So I definitely like the Bucks to come out high here in the first half, and I'm loving this under here, man. I mean, I'm going with the trend, or for unders for the Magic. I'm sticking with it. I think both teams play some good defense here tonight.
Yeah, that under makes sense. Orlando not shooting very well, averaging 95.8 points per game, allowing 93.8, and not getting a ton of distribution, which is 21.3 assists per game. Would you think that the Bucks are going to come out angry early, like maybe the Bucks first quarter?
Yeah, I lean the first quarter as well. I can't say I didn't hop on it, but yeah, I mean, that correlates with what, you know what I'm saying, how I'm looking at this game. I love the Bucks to come out here. Like I say, if they had won that game versus the Celtics, it'd be a little bit of a different spot, but it's not. They pissed that game away, you know what I'm saying, and they ended up losing that game by 11. They were up, you know what I'm saying, in that game by margin. So the fact they lost that one, I'm sure they're going to be pissed off here. Like I say, it's a little bit of a sandwich game, but the fact that they lost that one, I think they come out focused here. They're a much better offensive team than the Magic here. Magic have been started off slow. They are at the house. I'm sure they're going to be pumped for this game. But like I said, I still do like the Bucks to come out here strong. I do like the first half a little bit more better than I do like the first half. Like I say, I mean, I think that the Magic, they can come. They'll be ready for this game. I just don't think that they have the offensive game to do it. You know what I'm saying? The whole game. But we know that the Bucks are a very good first half team, especially coming off of a loss. Like I say, I like the defense in this game, and I like the Bucks to come out strong. But I think that the way that I'm looking at this game, I like the Bucks first half as well, but I just didn't hop on it. First quarter, I mean.
Yeah, no, I like that breakdown. There's the Sweaty Butcher going to be rolling with the guys at the Orleans on Saturday night. It makes me so happy, Sweaty Butcher. Much love to you. I'm close to making a move on the Bucks first half. I'm just going to sit with it for a little bit longer. Let's move on to this Knicks spot. Knicks Celtics. Celtics opening up at -6.5. There's 6s on the board. There is a 5.5 at book. Oh, shit. That's first half, of course. Sorry, my fault. Let me fix that. Okay, here we go. Celtics at -10. There is a 9.5 at Bookmaker as well as Bet Online. This total opening up at 213. There's now 2 11s, 2 10.5s, and 2 10s on the board. Intertops just dropped to 210. Knicks Celtics. Celtics have impressed me early in the year. 3-1 overall, 2-0 at home. Knicks have yet to win on the road. 0-3 on the road. Knicks Celtics. You got to look here.
Yeah, I have a look here, man. Like we just talked about, the Celtics coming off a huge emotional win, man. In NBA, sometimes in NBA, you have to look past the numbers. I mean, you always look at the numbers, but sometimes you always have to look at the spot as well with the numbers. And this is a spot, man. What do you see? The Celtics just beat the Knicks a couple of games ago. What happened in that game? The Knicks came out hot. Obviously, they were at the house. They were up by 2 at the first quarter, up by 5 at the half. So they came out hot. They were actually they played. They were covering 70% of their game. You know what I'm saying? All the way up until the end of the third quarter, and that's when the Celtics started to pull away. If the Knicks can bring that same energy here, I think they cover 10.5. I like the Knicks here plus the 10.5. It's dropped down to 10. This is one of my favorite plays today. Revenge game, Jay, is coming out today. If the Knicks can keep it close in that last game, I know they end up letting it slip away. No Jaylen Brown this game, no Robert Williams. You got Theis coming back. Celtics are still pretty thin over there in the front court. Like I say, coming off a huge emotional win versus the top of the East over there versus the Bucks. A comeback win at that. Now they're missing 2 of their players. I know that the Knicks have a couple of their players out. You know what I'm saying? Still thin at the point guard, but I think that R.J. Barrett and Frank will be enough to get it done tonight. Like I say, we're getting spotted 10.5 points here. These are the type of games where the Celtics come out kind of lethargic. You know what I'm saying? Just get the win, maybe even comeback win. The Knicks in the first half will be a look as well. Like I say, they came out hot versus them last time, but I like the full game plus the 10 in this spot. I really think that the Knicks can get the cover in this spot, and I really like the like defense in this game as well. We know that the Knicks offense hadn't really been working. I think that the Celtics will play even slower tonight, even more complacent out their big win. Their defense is always going to be there. I lean to the under here as well, especially in the first half. The first half, I think you could still get like 106.5, or I got 107 the under in the first half. But I think that the Knicks full game is the play in this game. Like I say, Celtics just beat them 2 games ago. The Knicks are the only thing they've been talking about is coming about and having a better defensive output in this game. I think they can sneak under that 10.5.
Makes sense. Now Alex Guerrero has told us that the highest sharp concentration is on the Knicks plus 10.5. I like moving Ntilikina over to the point. I like getting RJ Barrett over at the shooting guard spot. I see why you like this. Carmelo, I'm going to be tweeting out all my action in the Breeders' Cup, but right now in the Classic, I'm going to take McKenzie to win, but I'm also going to make bets on 2 long shots, War of Will and Owendale, and I'm going to exactor box him and triactor box him see if I get a little multi-$1,000 score there. Polo this, Polo that's. The Celtics still have Kemba, Hayward, Tatum. Those 3 are better than all the Knicks. Chili Dog Dooley liking the Knicks first half under 107. Anthony Mastinardi says, yes, Boston came off big win, but the Knicks couldn't keep it close at home for Boston a week ago. How are they going to keep it? How are the Knicks going to today on the road, down players, no thanks, pass? And Boogie Lover Q says, no Frank tonight. I've got Ntilikina starting from Roto World. What's your information, the last information for Ntilikina?
Everything I see says that he's in. I mean, unless something just came out, I saw that he was probable. And I want to mention one thing that someone said, saying that they didn't keep it close versus the Celtics at home. That's the reason why you can't just look at the final score, man. I mean, a lot of these times, either watch the game or you can go on some of these websites and just see who we're covering. You know what I'm saying? How the game went. What was the cover percentage for the full game? All of it. Like I say, if you go on the exact numbers, are that the Knicks covered 71% of that game versus the Celtics. It was pretty much just the fourth quarter where they just absolutely fell apart. They, like I say, their offense is terrible, but 2 players that played in that game that's not be playing in this one. 2 starters in that game, Robert Williams III and Jaylen Brown. That's a pretty big difference. And the Celtics coming off that huge win, that's something that you have to take account for. So don't just look at the final score. But no, I didn't see anything about Frank being out.
Yeah, I need confirmation because I've got him listed as starting. If he is starting, and also our guy Marco Ortega saying Canelo to take care of business. And we've had other cappers tell us that Kovalev has value. Kovalev's going to knock him out. I love that you're on the other side, Marco. That may keep me off of Kovalev, but thank you for sharing your hard work with me. Also, Alex Ramirez, Spidey play today, Blues and regulation. Okay, if we get confirmation, they're stack whopping us. If we get confirmation that Frank is in, I'm going to roll with you on the Knicks. I think that is a nice look. Let's keep rolling. Let's move over to Pistons Bulls. Pistons, Bulls. Bulls open up at -3. They're now at 3.5. This total opened up at 218.5 and is now at 215. What's your move here, Pistons, Bulls?
Man, I see a lot of people liking the Pistons here. I mean, they have beaten the Bulls the past 7 times. I'm not sure in this one, though, man. The Bulls, they had this was a team that had a lot of hype this year. We know they're over there in the East, you know what I'm saying? They still can't make the playoffs. They've had a terrible start here. I can't say they've looked more terrible on the road. I mean, they've had 3 games on the road, 1 game at the house versus the Raptors, but we know that was a tough spot. They don't match up well versus the Raptors whatsoever. This is their second home game, you know what I'm saying? This is versus a team that they can get a win by. I kind of lean towards the Bulls here, man. I'm not sure about in the full game, but I definitely think they get off to a hot start. I mean, they absolutely have to. What's been happening with the Bulls, they've been playing 3 good quarters, and then the fourth quarter they've been getting beat. But like I say, even that has been on the road. They had 1 comeback win over there versus the Grizzlies. This is still a buy-on team for me, man, especially in certain spots. I'm still not a big fan of the Pistons right now. I mean, they play good defense. They have Drummond over there. The Bulls don't match up too well with Drummond, but everything outside of that, I like the Bulls matchups. They got to get it together on defense. That's one thing I can tell you, but this is just a spot where I see where it's a little bit of step down in competition from their last home game versus the Raptors, and I think they come out hot, man. We know that the crowd is going to be rocking. I think the Bulls come out here in the first quarter and first half and try to come out, make a statement, and get this win tonight. I'm not sure if I want to lay the 3.5 full game. While I still lean that way, I hadn't taken it. I'll be perfectly perfectly honest with you guys. I still like the Bulls to win this game. I'm just not sure. To be honest with you, I know that Blake Griffin made the trip on this little 2-game road trip. I was expecting maybe they to say that he would probably play today and get better line value, but that as of now, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But I like the Bulls to come out strong here. I mean, they absolutely have to if they want to beat this Pistons team. Pistons are better defensively, but the Bulls are better offensively. They're coming off 3 straight losses here. Like I say, second home game. The first one didn't go so well. I think they come out hot here tonight versus the home crowd.
I have a very difficult time trusting them. A very difficult time trusting them. And I can understand your angle completely. I'm just not going to put my money on it. I'm going to make a move here on the Knicks. I just saw that he is good to go, and Junior Brown backing that up. Great to have Junior Brown in the chat too. God, I love watching you guys work together. New York plus 10. New York plus 10. I'm getting minus 108, minus 105 at Heritage. Plus 10 on the Knicks. Plus 10. Minus 105. And when Jay Money made his first appearance on this show with the additions that I made with him, I went 2-0. Junior Brown on our show on Wednesday went 2-0 with him. So with these NBA, with our NBA experts on the show, I'm 4-0, and I've just added a next play. I am on the Knicks. Here we go. Sorry, let me just quickly asterisk there, and I got to remember to bet it. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And Pistons Bulls, I am going to stay off. Jay Money, I hate to go back to this, but I'm very close to making a bet. How did the Bucks, in your estimation, what was the breakdowns? Why did they fall apart there against the Celtics?
Well, the Celtics went on a run, and I mean, we know that this team it doesn't surprise me. And I was telling guys before that, it's the reason why I didn't hop on the Bucks there. There was playoff revenge. The Celtics, they won that first game versus the Bucks and lost all the rest of the 4. You know what I'm saying? They were going to be pissed from that. They seen Giannis before. We know that we knew that the coach over there, Brad Stevens, for the Celtics was going to put together something to stop Giannis, and that's exactly what happened. And once he stops being so productive, the rest of the team, if they're not hitting shots, then you'll see a second half like that versus Celtics. Home crowd start getting into it. Kemba Walker started hitting his shots. They start going off. The Bucks didn't have an offensive answer. So at times the Bucks offense can sputter. Reason why I like the under in this game, I think that the Magic can hold them down. Is just, can the Magic score with the Bucks? We know the defense is going to be there from both teams. The Magic have not been showing that they can score. They didn't even top 100 versus the Knicks. It's very scary there, man. I like the under in this one, but like I say, the fact that the Bucks they have the Raptors at home tomorrow, that's something you definitely have to take into account. I don't think they're going to give this game up, but I definitely think they're thinking about their game versus the Raptors tomorrow.
Okay, I'm not going to make a move on the Bucks, but I am on the the Knicks. Sorry, didn't sleep much last night after a bad night with the Predators falling apart for me. Knicks plus 10 and minus 105. Okay, let's keep rolling here, and we have our guy Fat Fist say Booking Vegas called me today, said Lakers minus 1's the lock. He's a friend of mine. Marco Ortega saying bet Lakers first half. Absolutely not, Flush Allen. I can, and we'll do that immediately. I'm going to copy and paste that. But I'm not sitting here thinking I want to see this Lakers team play well on the road before I back them. Lakers, Mavericks. Lakers opened up at -2, now at -1. And this total here, very quickly, pop up on the screen for me. This total opened at 214.5, shot up to 218 at some books. Lakers, Mavericks. Jay Money, you going to back the Lakers here?
I don't know, man. I can't say I lean the Lakers in this one. This is a spot where I was thinking that the Mavs could get it done, to be honest with you, and I know they've been coming out hot. I mean, they did lose their last home game versus the Blazers, so I'm sure they're going to come out, you know what I'm saying, and win this one. I'm still a buyer of the Lakers. I think the Lakers are a bet-on team. I think them winning 3 straight games was not, you know what I'm saying, you see what the Jazz are looking like. A lot of people didn't think that the Lakers are going to beat them. They handled them without a problem. They was bullshitting around with Charlotte and Memphis, ended up blowing them out, you know what I'm saying, out the water. Like you say, this is the Lakers' first true road game. The first road game was in Staples Center. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you tell this is their first true road game. Is the reason why I'm hesitant to back them. I do think that the Lakers are a better team than the Mavs. They play better defense than the Mavs. You don't look now, but the Lakers one of the top teams in defensive efficiency right now, and that stat is not a joke whatsoever. Dwight Howard looking like a transformed player over there. he keeps playing at the level he's playing. The Lakers, I've been telling y'all, man, they got some pieces over there. My Mavs, they pretty top heavy. You know what I'm saying? If you shut down or contain Luka and KP, it's gonna be a long night for the Mavs. And the Lakers had the players to do that. So I lean the Lakers. The Mavs have been coming out hot in first quarters and first half, especially at the house. They've been scoring a boatload of points. I know they put 40 on the Blazers in the first quarter. So I like the over in this spot, man. I like if you could have got it at 216.5. I mean, that's where I got it in the over. It's all the way up to 218 now. I mean, that makes me feel good, man. I see points in this game. The Mavs are going to get their points. I think starting off in the first half, they have a fast start, and I think if the Lakers are playing from behind, it's going to force them to play a little bit of a faster pace. I see points in this game. This total is looking a little low to me because of the Lakers' recent defense success. But you can't forget that this Mavs they like to run at a pretty fast pace, and their defense isn't all the way there right now. But offensively, they look like they're in mid-season form right now. I think with both of these teams being able to score, I like the over here.
Yeah, and I'm not going to make a move once the market's moved in that direction. But I'm high on the Lakers as well, and I wasn't hating them in the offseason, and they've been impressive. They have been impressive. Austin Kowalski, I stayed off the Friday card. I had the audible today. I just thought focus solely on Championship Saturday. I was actually going to make a couple moves, had the Predators taking care of business, but I need to focus my soul cash on Championship Saturday. So I'll be tweeting them out nonstop. Marco Ortega says, what do you think of the over first period Islanders? Marco, I do not think the Islanders want to get in the gunfight. I think they want to play sharp defensively, tight defensively, and take advantage of situations. Anthony Mastinardi said Dallas going to be starstruck tonight. Watch LB and AD jamming on these small guys. Who on the Mavs team is going to stop AD? Let's ask our expert, who on the Mavs team is going to stop Anthony Davis tonight?
Well, no one's going to stop him. He could be stopping himself. You know what I'm saying? He was questionable and then probable with a little shoulder injury. You know what I'm saying? We know how, you might get that notification on your phone, man. AD head to the locker room. So you never know in this spot. They do have players that can stick. I mean, you can put Kristaps Porzingis on them. You can put Max Kleber on them. That's probably about it. I mean, they do have Dwight Powell back now as well. You know what I'm saying? His minutes are gonna get ramped up tonight. So that's three players right there. You got Dorian Finney-Smith. He's a little small, but you can still put him on Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? He can keep up with him. Maybe not keep up with him down there on the block, but as far as out there in the three-point range, so there's four players right there that they can throw at him. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. This is a toss-up game. The reason why you see it, I mean, it's down to one now. Everybody's gonna see it and hop on the Lakers. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see the Mavs come out here and win this game as well. I mean, like they've been playing some good basketball here lately. They're coming off a win over there versus the best defensive team in the league right now in the Nuggets in their house. So it'll be interesting to see how the Mavs respond to the Lakers coming in here. The Lakers beat them the past 5 times. So I mean, I know that the Mavs, they know that, and they're gonna be gunning to win this game. It's gonna be one that I definitely have to watch. I probably would have went to this game, man, but got some other stuff going tonight. But I'll definitely be watching it for sure. The Mavs, they can win this game. I see both teams putting up points, man. That's why I just like the over.
KB86 says AD's not playing. Right in front of me, AD says his shoulder feels good. He said that after the shoot-around, feels fine, and he is expecting to be in the lineup. So I don't know if you've got information that we don't, KB, but everywhere here it says that he is playing. All right, 2 games left on this card. Let's move over to the Jazz and Kings. Jazz opening up at -5.5 now at 4.5. This total opening up at 214.5 now, 215.5. Jazz, Kings, J Money. You making a move here?
Yeah, I have to make a move, man. And lately, I've been seeing people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people on the other side of me, man. And I don't really mind, to be honest with you. I know everyone, their mom last night was on the Spurs-Clippers over. I was all over that under, Jimmy. You would have been proud of me on that one, man. The market moved against me, think like 3 whole points, 3.5 points. Went under by 30 points, man. That felt good there. That game could have went into overtime, and we still would have hit the under, man. That was lovely. Would have been nice if we could have cashed the Clippers first quarter, first half. But that was yesterday. This is another spot. You guys know me. If y'all know me on Twitter, man, the last game I was all over the Kings first quarter and first half versus the Hornets. I'm on it again, man. They could keep losing every game, and I'm gonna keep hopping on the Kings first quarter, first half. It's only one game this year that they hadn't cashed neither one of them. They've been starting out hot, playing absolutely terrible in the second half. This is one game where I think they could possibly catch a team sleeping. I think the Jazz are in a letdown spot here tonight off of off of 3 straight wins. They just beat the Kings as well. This is a revenge game as well. Hey, man, I love the Kings here early. This is another team that's going to come out with a sense of urgency. I'm not a fan of the coach whatsoever. I don't think it matters so much in the beginning of the game as it does after halftime. We see the Kings continue to get blasted after second half. If you like the Jazz here, wait until end game because the Kings are going to make a run. This is a team that's supposed to be better than they are right now at 0-4, 0-5. They can't keep losing games. They can, to me. I'll keep hopping on the first quarter and first half. After every loss, the urgency is just going to pile up even more. And like I said, it's a letdown spot for the Jazz coming off a huge win versus the Clippers without Kawhi, and it's a revenge game. Man, I'm telling y'all, revenge game Jay coming out tonight, man. The Kings have been covered this first quarter and first half, and we're getting plus money. I don't even want the points. I'm taking the money lines.
That is so exciting, man. That is so exciting. Kings money line, first quarter, first half. I will be watching that, pumping my fist for you, man. That is extremely exciting bet there. Ballsy from our guy, Revenge Game Jay. All right, let's go into the game that everybody wants to talk about. Spurs, Warriors. How are the Warriors going to handle more terrible news? And I know everybody else around the NBA with big smiles on their faces, but you never want to see a guy get hurt, especially a guy who sells tickets. But no more Steph Curry. No more Steph Curry. Spurs open up -5.5. They go up to 7.5 at Bovada. There are 6.5s on the board. This total at 225 goes down to 221.5. And Alex Guerrero's highest public concentration is on San Antonio. So, Jay, this is a spot for me where I like believing in the players and the team coming together to deal with adversity. I love that shit, but I don't know if I can do that here. Do you think that the Warriors come together and could be a decent first quarter, first half play, sort of like your Kings?
Early maybe. The only thing is the Spurs. They've been losing to these to Golden State Warriors. So the home team has won 9 of 10. You know what I'm saying, and covered 9-10. I'm just not. I mean, they're right. The public is everyone's going to be on the Spurs here. Everyone's going to see, Curry's out, you know what I'm saying, have to hop on the Spurs. It's not always that simple. In this game, I can't take the Warriors. I'm not taking them without Curry. I think that Russell, he probably will thrive better by himself. But, I mean, this team is very young out here, man. They're still small as well. Even though they got Willie Cauley-Stein back, this team is still pretty small. I can't take. I mean, maybe hanging inside the 7, maybe, but I don't think that the Spurs lose this game. I mean, they're going to come in motivated. They did just have a game last night. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're resting DeJounte Murray tonight. So I mean, maybe that's stuff you could look at. I can't take the Warriors here. I mean, sometimes the public wins, Jimmy. You know that. Just because it's a huge public side doesn't necessarily scare me off. I mean, the public's not going to lose every single time. I mean, yeah, it scares you off, but sometimes it's the spot, man. Sometimes it's like I say, it's the play. I'm not a fan of Warriors coming back like that quick, Jimmy. They're going to have to play some defense. I can definitely tell you that. So if the Warriors can play some defense in this game, they'll have a shot. I think they do, though. I like the under in this game, to be honest with you. And it could be a public play as well. Everyone thinking that Curry's out, but I like for the Spurs to do the exact same thing they did last night, especially on the back-to-back. I'm using the same angle I did for the Clippers. Going to slow the game down. They're going to try to beat this team up, play really good defense, and muster up a good win. You know what I'm saying? A good ugly win. We know they're missing Curry out there is missing a shitload of points. So we'll see if this team can keep hitting threes and scoring points like they were when Curry was here. I don't think so. I think that the defensive intensity will be there. Like we say, like Draymond Green says, the team has to compete. If they don't compete on the defensive end, they will get blown out the water here. I'm liking the under here. It does make me bite my nails a little bit, though.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear why you would want to back the under. Opened up at 225, now all the way down to 221.5. That is each and every game on this card. Early looks tomorrow, Pelicans Thunder at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. here, our time. Pelicans Thunder, Nets Pistons. Nuggets, Magic, Suns, Grizzlies, Timberwolves against the Wizards, and then that Raptors-Bucks game that you talked about with the Bucks minus 4.5. Golden State 1-point favorites right now against the Hornets, and then Portland minus 2. Have you looked at that card tomorrow? Is there anything that's jumping out at you on that card?
No, I can't say I hadn't looked at the card. The line. This is my first time actually seeing the lines. When I looked at it, went ahead and looked at it. There weren't any lines yet. But you guys know, man, we're gonna have a show tomorrow, jamming with Jay Money at 1:00 Eastern at 10:00 Pacific. Y'all come and tune in. Then, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have some real nice bets for tomorrow, man. We got 8 games. I'm not gonna give it to you now. I'm gonna tease you guys, man. But I have a really strong look tomorrow on tomorrow's slate. A team that's going to come out very motivated. So we'll see how. I still need to know how tonight's games go, though, Jimmy, because we still have some of these same teams play, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow as well. So it could be a injury or anything that'll happen. That's the reason why I don't go too far on it. But if I could make a bet today, I would be on the Nuggets already for sure. Big time. Have to take the Nuggets here tomorrow. A very motivated team coming in versus the Magic. We'll see what happens with the Magic tonight, but if they win, this angle will only get even better. The Nuggets will come out very motivated after their coach calling them out yesterday.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And Malone calling him out. And I love you guys have to watch this show. What a spectacular show, jamming with Jay Money. While I have you, and we're just Al having a little bit of a problem with his computer, but he's getting it rolling right now. Just a quick look ahead at some of these futures going on right now. To win the division, Celtics at plus 400, Raptors at plus 550. Is there a chance the Sixers don't win the Atlantic?
I don't mean it would have to be an injury. I mean, you never know what happens. One thing to Embiid, you know what I'm saying, an injury to him, and that's going to be adios, man. So I wouldn't bet against the Sixers, you know what I'm saying? But like I said with the futures, man, one injury and kiss your ticket goodbye. You know what I'm saying? It's not that easy, but a lot of times, man, especially with the top-heavy teams like the Bucks, something happened to Giannis, oh boy, it's going, or even Chris Middleton, you know what I'm saying, maybe even Brook Lopez. One key injury can change everything. You may even possibly get better odds, but I wouldn't be willing to bet against the 76ers. I think they're one of the top teams in the East and definitely the top in that division.
MVP, Giannis sitting at plus 240, AD at plus 425, Harden at plus 550, Leonard at plus 800, LeBron plus 1,000, Jokic at plus 1,300, Embiid plus 1,700, Kyrie at plus 2,800, Lillard plus 2,800, Luka at plus 2,800, is Karl Anthony Towns plus 3,300, Russell Westbrook plus 3,300. Any of those jump out at you as value?
Yeah, no, Jokic sticks out to me as well. It would have to be on one of the teams that you expect to be in the top 3 in the East or West, because anyone below that are not going to even get mentioned. I'm not going to say not because the Russell Westbrook did get it with OKC over there, but it would have to be someone giving up, you know what I'm saying, like really good numbers. But I think that at the end of the day, the Nuggets will be in the top 3 or 4 in the West, and I think that Jokic he'll have some triple doubles this year. So that's one that sticks out to me. Kawhi is a good one as well. I think that the Clippers finish up there, and you have to. I mean, Kawhi is one of the best plus minus players right now in the league. Really is. It's him, and then it's everybody else when it comes to being good on offense and defense, both sides of the floor. So I'm real big on looking at stuff like that. I mean, if you look at the map, it's just Kawhi over there by himself, and it's everybody else in the NBA. So me personally, I know what he brings to his team and how different they look without him. I would have to say Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi there. I have a question from Alex Guerrero that I will ask you, but quickly on winning it all. Clippers 3-1. Lakers plus 333, Bucks plus 525, Sixers plus 700, Rockets plus 750, Jazz 14-1, Nuggets 16-1, Celtics and Nets 25-1, Blazers Raptors 33-1, Heat 45-1, Spurs 50-1. Any of those jump out at you to win it all?
Yeah, I would say the Lakers have value barring any injuries, and I would say the 76ers and Bucks as well. I think that's going to be the one, too. I think that's going to be the Eastern Conference Finals over there in the East and West. And I think one of those teams have to end up in the finals. Absolutely have to end up in the finals coming out the East over there. And I think they'll have a good chance. I think that they'll have a leg up on any team that comes out the West. To be honest, I like the way that the Bucks and the 76ers match up against either one of them.
So you would think about maybe putting like $100 or something on each. Bucks plus 525, Sixers at plus 700.
Exactly. Yeah, I think both of those, either one of those, have to end up in. I don't see it happening the other way. I just don't. I mean, that's just my thoughts on it. I mean, this is what I've been thinking all summer. You know what I'm saying? Both teams, the Bucks, they still have some more growing pains to go through. They lost a lot last year, but we'll see. I think, you know what I'm saying, during the season, during the playoffs, they know what they did wrong last year. You know what I'm saying? I think Middleton's going to step up. Hopefully, they're going to need him to play like a superstar. He got paid, so let's see if he got happy. You know, got all comfortable now. So, but they're going to need Middleton to play at a superstar level. They're going to need Brook Lopez to do what he was doing last year. I like the Bucks last year, and they didn't end up getting it done. I think they have what it takes this year, and I still don't think that the 76ers have the offensive power. I think they have the defense over the Bucks, but you have to be kind of balanced there. Defense wins championships, but you still have to score points as well. And right now, I think the Bucks are a more complete team. So if you're just asking for one, I would say the Bucks. But out of those two, one of them got to hit, man, because I think whoever they face in the West, I think they have a leg up on them.
And then great answers, great stuff, Jay. Quickly, a last question from our guy Alex Guerrero, and it's regarding your Mavs. Alex Guerrero wondering if he should make a move on the team total over 55.5 first half.
Yes, I think you should. They've been one of the highest scoring teams in the first half. If you watched my show earlier, I know Jordan touched on this. The reason why he's taking the Mavs in the first half, and I lean that way as well, is because they've been one of the best first half teams. They've been coming out to a really fast start, and like I say, that correlates with my over as well. So I hope so, man. I hope that they, you know what I'm saying, I hope that Jordan's play as well, the Mavs in the first half, Cash, because like I say, all of these things will make the Lakers push the pace, and you know what I'm saying, they'll push the scoring up even more because they'll be playing from behind. So I lean the Mavs first half, and I like that team total for the first half as well.
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. J Money is Money. He's at J Money is Money on Twitter. Watch his show Monday to Saturday, Jamming with J Money, starring himself, Junior Brown, and Jordan Sharp. It's as good. It's the best. For me, it's the best NBA content that there is anywhere, and you are the star of it, Jay. Thank you so much for joining us. Great work as always, my friend. Enjoy your weekend.
No problem, man. Anytime y'all need me to come on, man, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here. I'm always down to talk NBA. I had this up on my screen all day, man, watching line moves and, you know what I'm saying, injuries, so all that. You guys come and tune in with us tomorrow. We're going to have some even better picks tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? So I see some real nice spots on tomorrow's slate. Y'all come and tune in with me and Junior tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific.
I love it. There he is. J Money is Money. And we go right from J Money is Money to Al Mack. But quickly, some people asking for a recap of my NHL. I locked all this in the morning. And only one, the Sharks, was a spot where I destroyed the market move. And as soon as Bet365 opened it up, I hammered it -1.5 plus 195. It's now plus 167 at my book. Islanders plus 105. Islanders money line going for their 8th straight win. Red Wings plus 245. This is a big dog that I'm on, and I think has a ton of value. I'm on the Red Wings plus 245. I'm on the under 5.5 Jackets Blues. I'm on the Stars, Dallas Stars at plus 125. And then finally, I'm on the San Jose Sharks minus 1.5. Let's go right over to our guy, Al Mack, coming to us live from Toronto. Al Mack, how you doing tonight, my man?
Good, man. Had to deal with my power going out. I just got it back on about 15 minutes ago, so I wasn't really able to handicap this full card, but I got CFL, NFL, and some Breeders Cup if you wanted to, whatever you want to talk about.
Well, let's start with Breeders' Cup. A lot of guys talking horses right now. Yeah, Troy V, there's my guy. Straight cash, Troy V in the house. Yeah, I'm on the Wings of plus 245. You know how I do. Shock the world. I guess it wouldn't be a shock the world. It's the 15 games into the season. But, I like it. A big dog bet. Al, Mac, let's talk horses very quickly. And I didn't get a chance to reply to you. I I didn't get a chance to reply to you on your looks on Breeders' Cup, but as soon as this show is over, that's the only thing on my... Actually, it's not. I'm going to make a few college football bets, but as soon as I get those, I want those bets out of the way. I just need to focus solely on horses, and that's what I'll be doing. And then I'm going to tweet out every single one of my bets. I'll tweet out the pictures of each ticket. Al Mac, what are you thinking about Breeders' Cup Championship Saturday tomorrow?
Well, what I'm thinking is if you have the ability to bet on the ante-post on a lot of these races, especially on Bet365, you're looking at a place where like some of these horses are the only favorite that's a minus money horse is I think in race 7, Sister Charlie is a minus money, minus 110. Every other horse that's the favorite in these races on the money line is plus money. You look Omaha Beach in race 6 is plus 125. That's way better than the track odds. Mitoli plus 250 in race 8. That's a lot better than the track odds. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to have some exotics. Just, I'm probably going to have $100 on my HPI account, but I'm going to be looking at these money lines in these races because I just think there's a ton of value on them.
You're absolutely right. There's no way Mitoli is 2.5 to 1. No chance the Mitoli is 2.5 to 1. You can really do it, and that's our guy Indy, who is a low bagger out of Australia, and he's often on our shows. He thinks that I make big mistakes. One of the reasons why I do focus on the tote is that it gives me, as you know, with HPI, if you bet a certain amount of money, you get every single race. They give you every single race, so I can watch any race at any track in the world at any time I want, and that would cost me money. Now I should be making more moves at Bet365 or at whatever book that anybody uses because you're getting better numbers. Sister Charlie is not going to have his rabbit. Not going to have the rabbit. Dice is being knocked out. Veterinary pulled Dice, and it really upset Chad Brown. Brown said that Dice is good to go, and he's really upset. So all 3 races this year, Sister Charlie's won, had a rabbit to run at, now doesn't have the rabbit. So Sister Charlie not as big of... So to me, the best bet on the entire board is Midnight Bisou. What do you think's the best bet on the board here for you?
Yeah, I'm with you. I really like Midnight Bisou in race 10. I think my favorite look on this for this is the Gray Magician in the Qatar Twilight. That's race 3. Gray Magician I got at 12 to 1 on the money line. I think that horse is a lot better than what we're seeing. I know a lot of sharp people that told me, the favorite is Nold or Noldy. I just think that there's more. These two horses are a lot closer than what the odds are saying. I really like Gray Magician, and in race 6, Omaha Beach is the favorite, but I also really like Spun to Run at 12 to 1. I think that's a great horse, and I think there might be a slight chance that it could run through Omaha Beach, and then also. I just like McKinsey to win the Classic. I gotta go with the Baffert horse. I think a Baffert horse has won this race 3 out of the last 4 years. I think. I like McKinsey 3 to 1, and then like I was telling you, Serengeti Empress in race 10, 16 to 1. The number 9 horse there. I just think again. I just like the position. A few sharp people that I follow have been telling me Serengeti Empress, shouldn't be 16 to 1. So those are a couple looks that I have. I'll post my full card probably very early tomorrow morning, like 6 a.m.
I love it. You know who else is on Spun to Run? Our very own Flash. I've heard a lot of people saying that Improbable is about to run the race of his life, and in that race, the dirt mile. So I'm actually, and I love Mr. Money so much, but I'm actually going to make a straight exactor box as well, Omaha Beach straight to Improbable. But I get that. Looking at other spots on your card, a lot of them make a ton of sense. I'm on McKinsey as well, but I'm going to go for a huge score. I'm going to add in Triactor box with a 15-1 and a 20-1. Those two horses being Owendale and War of Will. I'm very excited about that. Okay, we're going to move into to other spots on this card, but I'm liking what you're on. By the way, though, in race 10, I will not be with Serengeti in the distaff. I'm excited that you're going to back Serengeti, but I think Midnight Bijou is the best spot on this whole card. Midnight Bijou is that special. Let's move into your looks with CFL. You've been destroying it all year and putting money in my pocket. And let's take a look at what's going on in CFL quickly. I don't want to spend too much time. I want to get in the NFL as soon as possible. And don't forget, on the Wednesday show, Al Mack giving out Kovalev in a whole bunch of different ways. Not only that, but he gave out TFC in a whole bunch of different ways. And TFC shocked everyone by beating Atlanta. Al's been doing excellent work here on this show. Let's move over to football right now and just get a quick look at CFL. My record should be better. I mean, it sucks that it's not better. It's still plus units, but I just don't seem to be dominating in a fashion that I would prefer to. Alouettes, Red Blacks. We've had a lot of guys tell us to back the Alouettes first quarter on the morning show. Are you making a move in Alouettes, Red Blacks?
Again, this pretty much every game here. Saskatchewan, Edmonton is going to be a big game, and then depending on the outcome of that, Calgary, British Columbia is going to be a big game. Ottawa, Montreal, there's not really anything to play for in this game. The line is still 7. My power ratings have Montreal as 2.5 points better on the road against Ottawa. So it's not 7, but I just think, it's one of those. This week 21. It's going to be one of the weeks where the trends and the power ratings aren't going to help us. So yeah, I like Montreal. I think the first half is probably a better look than the full game. So I'm hesitant to get involved heavily in any of these games besides Saskatchewan, Edmonton, and then depending on what happens there, British Columbia, Calgary. So I'm gonna have to go just a small lean, probably like a $25 bet on Montreal.
So how are you going to handle the Eskies Rough Riders game?
I think Saskatchewan's they're gonna crush Edmonton. My power ratings say that Saskatchewan is 4.5 points better than Edmonton. I think that in this situation is completely wrong. I think Saskatchewan's going to crush them by, I could see a double-digit win here. I like the 9.5.
9.5 on the Rough Riders. Great stuff. And then we're about to go live to Las Vegas, to the Orleans, where Big Ragu, Dom Ricci, and others will be partying nonstop throughout the weekend. So we're about to head over there. But right now, let's take a look at what our Al Mack is doing in NFL. Al Mack dominating this Pick 6 contest, just doing spectacular, 28, 18, and 2, I believe, and in like 54th place or something like that out of 2,400. Al, what's your plan for this NFL card? Can you break it down for us?
I had some real tough luck on yesterday. It was just another classic Thursday night for me where I did the old reverse sweep. I went like 0-7. So now the primetime game under has now moved to 20-6. That's still a crazy 1.17% ROI if you've betted every single game. If you bet it every single game $100, you're up $1,200. So I mean, I'm going New England, Baltimore under 44.5, Dallas and the Giants under 48, and then I really like I like the Steelers, to be honest. Teamrankings.com. It's just what I use to check about like the public consensus of where the public thinks that these two teams are. They got the Steelers as the 17th ranked team in the NFL, the Colts as the number 19th team in the NFL, which I find is to be pretty surprising. Both these teams allow 16.2 yards per point. Pittsburgh allowed 336 yards per game. The Colts allow 349 yards per game. The Steelers allow on average 20.8 points per game, and the Colts allow on average 21.6 points per game. This line opened with the Steelers being 2.5-point favorites at home. It's since moved into the favor of the Colts. I think now it sits again as the Steelers being slight favorites again. I see this game being a defensive struggle. Both teams are going to probably have trouble executing against two defensive teams that have looked great and also terrible at the same time on the defensive side during any given time. I think the Steelers will be able to give an edge out on the Colts here. This game will be more likely fall between 3 points. This will be one of those games where if you bet both sides of the teaser, I think that you could come away as a winner. But I like the Steelers here. I'm not eager to jump in on them just yet because I think that this line might get more money on the Colts side. But yeah, I think that I just think we're getting value on a Steelers team that didn't look very good in the first half against Miami. It looked very scary for them. And I just think that, I think probably like a 23-19 type win. I could see it going either way, but I like the Steelers in this spot.
I think you're right. The market will move back to the Colts, even though T.Y. Hilton is going to be out. James Conner is doubtful and is about to be ruled out. When Conner's ruled out, I'm on the under as well, and I'm on the Colts, so we'll be going heads up there. I love it. Al Mack, thank you so much for joining us. Al Mack, you're writing articles for Sportsbook Review as well. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so going forward, I'm going to be covering boxing for SBR exclusively. Like, I'm going to still be doing my NCAA parlays and my weekly previews for NFL. But going forward with the Kovalev fight, I'm going to be doing Wilder and Ortiz too, and I'm going to be doing Ruiz and Joshua too. So I'm extremely excited about that. It's a really fun time for boxing. Always the end of the year, the fall and going into the winter is always really, really exciting. Really quickly though, we didn't talk about this. I wanted to say Toronto against Hamilton. Hamilton are 10.5 point favorites. I don't understand why in this position. Let's go with Toronto one more time, plus 10.5 to end the CFL season. I think Toronto has covered, 7 games in a row now. So give me the Argos plus 10.5, man.
That makes sense, and you can get better than 10.5. It's just Bet365. So that's another thing that Al and I talk about. When you see Bet365 a 1.5 worse, it's because Canadians use Bet365 predominantly, and it's CFL, and we know CFL. So you can get 12 at UWager, 12 at Bookmaker, 12 at BetOnline. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take the 12 with the Argos. I'm happy that you brought that up. My fault for skipping past it. I'm going to grab the Argos right now, plus 12. I still will probably bet it at 10.5. D Chowder, I'll give you the work play today here in a second. Plus 12 at minus 115 at all those books that I mentioned. Plus 12, minus 115 is the Argos, and that will likely be my last play of the regular season. Although we'll make moves in the playoffs. Our guy Joe Anisi's work play of the day is the over 213 in Cleveland, Indiana Pacers. Follow Al Mack at Spark Al Mack. Follow this guy. He's money in the bank, and all he does is pump out content nonstop. And I will be capping the entire card with him all day tomorrow for the Breeders' Cup Championship Saturday. Al, are you going to get in the contest?
I'm already in, man. I put my picks in this morning. Probably not the smartest move because of the scratches, but, there's so much going on tomorrow. UFC, the Kovalev fight. Tomorrow is going to be an amazing day for degenerates.
Yeah, no doubt. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Al Mack, thank you so much for joining us. Have yourself a great weekend. I'll be in touch with you all day tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Excited. Let's go.
There he is, Al Mack. Follow him at Spark Al Mack. And then we go to the boys partying in Vegas as we speak, going live to the big Ragu in the Orleans in Las Vegas as we speak. Ragu, my man, coming to us live from Vegas. How you doing?
What's going on, brother? What are we doing out there?
Oh, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. What's your next bet? What's coming up for you right now?
Whatever I get my hands on. Hey, so anyways, the next race is the juvenile race. Number 1, Dennis's Moment. Early morning line, 8-5, bet down to 3-5. Not thrilled about that, but it's probably going to be a solid race between him and 8 Bells, the 6 horse. So just sit back and watch this one. I don't know if I'm going to get involved. It's too cheap of a price. Not my kind of race to bet on. But that's the race I'm looking at. And then we'll see what happens. I got some looks on some basketball tonight and a little bit of hockey action. You want to talk about that?
I do. We also want to know, are you making a move on the Navy game?
No, well, you know what? I said early in the week, and I stick by this. All these friggin' teams are 20-plus points. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I looked at it earlier. You got all these teams at 20-plus points. I was like, that's too many points in my book. Even though Connecticut is an embarrassment right now, you know, I don't think I'm not going to lay 20-something points with Navy. I don't care who they're playing.
Okay, I like that. Farsh is something liking the Islanders over, Ducks under, Vegas over. Nutflush Allen's 45 minutes out. He's about to get there. Muhammad Joma says Dallas Stars play of the day, brother. I am on that with you, Muhammad. Great to hear that you're on it too. I am on the Stars. Red Mo says, are you making a move on that lady? Yes, he's been making a move on that lady for a long time. That's his wife, Kelly. Shout out to Kelly in the house. Okay, let's get to it. What sport do you want to attack next?
I got a couple looks on the ice tonight. NHL. We're going to talk about my guy Dom Ricci's neighbor team, the Islanders and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now the Islanders seven in a row, and you got Tampa coming in. You know, they're trying to get their act together. They're laying 125. I really hate to go against the Islanders in this spot, but I think I'm going to be on the Lightning laying the 125 here. What do you think about that?
I'm on the other side. Lightning, third game in 4 nights, banged up. Do we know now? So there's no Hedman. He's on IR. I forgot we do know. He's on IR. No Hedman. Bang. We saw what the Devils did to that defense without Hedman. I mean, Hedman is a perennial Norris Trophy winner. I think the Islanders, even though they're coming off of a break, are going to be sharp and focused because they have a chance of tying the franchise record winning streak. I'm getting a team that's won 7 straight, rested at a +$, against a team playing their third game in 4 nights. I mean, I'm going to take that every single time I get that opportunity. So I'm on the Islanders here. The Lightning are a dangerous team to fade, and it cost me 2 nights ago. It cost me when I had the Devils, but I'm going back at it. I'm taking the Islanders to win. But, you know, you are betting on the better hockey team. I just feel like I'm betting on the better situation. So we'll be heading, again, there's Paco Healy at the state line. Paco Healy, Nutflush Allen, beelining it to you, Raghu. What's another hockey look that you're on?
How about the Avalanche game? I like the Avalanche laying the price and the goal and a half. I was going to do one of your bets and making a -1. You know, lay the 1.5 and take the price on the Avalanche. I think that's a real solid play there.
We're going up against each other as well there. I don't like hearing that you're on the other side of this. I thought that the third period will be the turning point. The third period in the Stars game against the Wild will be the turning point in their season. I'm a big fan of Montgomery. I think this Dallas Stars team going up against an Avalanche team missing 3 very important forwards in Rantanen, Landeskog, and Colin Wilson. I'm getting a plus line on the Stars, who I think woke up. Radulov coming off a hat trick. And I am backing the Dallas Stars at +125.
Well, listen, the way you're breaking these games down, I'm going to have no underwear left on tomorrow by the time I get through playing these games tonight. So I guess I better go to the NBA.
Let's move over to NBA. But it doesn't make me confident that you are on the other side. Mama Joma saying Dallas had the most dominant period I've ever seen in that mini game. They are fired up. I watched it. You know, as soon as they scored that goal at the end of the second period, I was like, uh-oh, Wilder in trouble. 6-3 final score. Let's go into NBA. I've only made 1 move on this entire NBA card. Just 1 move. I'm on the Knicks +10. But I was close to pulling another. Oh, sorry. I took the over in Rockets Nets early at 241.5. What's your move in NBA? I'd love to hear. I might tail.
I'm just going to give you 3 games real quick, and then we'll talk about the race tomorrow a little bit. Without a whole lot of explanation, I'm on the Jazz -5. I'm on the Lakers -2, and the Detroit Pistons 3.5. What's the consensus on those plays?
Well, a lot of back and forth. I mean, let's just go over to our notes, and we just had Jay Money on, and the Lakers Mavs are a tough spot. A lot of people in the chat thinking that the Lakers are a great bet tonight. It's -1 across the board in that spot. You know, the Jazz are in a funny situation. Sacramento needs it so bad. So Jay Money's on Sacramento first quarter and first half. but not full game. So he thinks Sacramento are going to come out early. Utah, Conley seems to be rolling, and if that's the case, Utah should win easily. And then, with your look, with the Pistons plus 3.5, I get that. The Bulls have not been finishing games and not playing very well. Terrible coaching. So I can understand you backing the Pistons. James in the house says Pistons cover. So James is with you on that. Liking that spot a lot. So I think I think you're in good shape. And just because I'm against you in NHL, I've lost 4 straight in NHL. So I wouldn't put too much worry into that. So Big Ragu, I know that you are in Vegas because the Breeders' Cup is there, and what a great place to bet. So let's talk about it. You want to go right to the Classic, or is there another race you want to talk about?
Yeah, so tomorrow is a big race. I'm going to turn the clock back a little bit. We're going to look at curling versus Street Sense, which is Street Sense is Mackenzie's old man, and curling is Vino Rosso's old guy. So we know that Street Sense won the Derby, and we know that curling didn't. But when it came to the Breeders' Cup, curling got his revenge, and that's why I'm going to like Vino Rosso to take the Breeders' Cup action over curling's son, Mackenzie. I know a lot of people like Mackenzie. I know you're on Mackenzie. Al Matt's on Mackenzie. But I'm going old school East Coast. I'm taking Vino Rosso to get the job done in Santa Anita tomorrow. I know it's Bafford's home track, and it's probably the right play, Mackenzie, but I'm betting my heart on this one. I'm going Vino Rosso. He owes me a couple bucks, so I'm going to throw a few bucks on him. Hopefully he crosses the finish line first. Vino
Rosso was up close to the pace his last 3 races, and really actually maybe his last 5. Maybe in 2019 he's been up close to the pace, whereas in 2018 he was handing back. What is your expectation of pace, and then where do you think Vino Rosso fits in that pace?
I like what he's done on his 4-year-old campaign. He did get disqualified, which was a BS call against Code of Honor in the Jockey Gold Cup at Belmont. So that race really kind of pointed me back towards this race because I like the way he's matured. Pace-wise, I think he can just sit right off the pace. In the past, he's kind of been more mid-pack, but I think he's more suited for the distance and his racing style. I think he's found a sweet spot, and that's why I really like him in this race.
Okay, Vino Rosso. And then can we move just quickly? The turf is a race I'm having quite a tough time with. Our flash is on Anthony Van Dyke, but I don't trust Anthony Van Dyke on a hard turf course. He needs a softer footing. He gets that over in Europe, and he's not going to get that here. You love Bricks and Mortar, and you should. Bricks and Mortar is a spectacular horse. And then Channel Maker is dangerous. What are you doing in the lead-up race to the Classic, the $4 million Breeders' Cup turf?
I'm going to probably be on Aidan O'Brien's horse. I don't know which one yet. I haven't made up my mind, but I still got a little more homework to do in that turf race. So I'm right now I can't give you a play for that race, unfortunately.
No problem. And that would be Mount Everest, the 4-horse, and then Anthony Van Dyke, the 5-horse. And that is who our guy Flash is on. Do you have any looks on the sprint or the dirt mile? Like, are you going to be backing Omaha Beach? Are you going to be backing Mitole?
I lost you there, Jimmy. Say that again.
Are you making moves on Omaha Beach or Mitole? Like, if I ask you about Omaha Beach, Mitole, Midnight Bizu, and Sister Charlie, is there any of those favorites that you find vulnerable? Is there any of those favorites you're going against?
Yeah, I think Omaha Beach ran a hell of a race in that sprint race coming back. I mean, that was an inspirational run by him. I think Matole's probably going to be the play there, and I love Midnight Bazoo. That's probably my best bet of the day. Is going to be Midnight Bazoo tomorrow in the Philly race.
I agree with that totally. Man, what a treat it is to have you coming to us live from the Orleans. You know, our big Ragu, an OG, a real G, a real one, a legend, and coming to us live from Vegas. We have a question from the chat, Ragu. I'm going to ask it from our guy, Troy V. Says, Big R, any thoughts on Miami, Florida State? Have you decided how you're going to attack that tomorrow?
Hey, one more time. It broke up.
No worries. We have a question from the chat from our Troy V. He says, Big R, any thoughts on Miami, Florida State? Have you decided how you're going to attack that game tomorrow?
Yeah. First half, Florida State. First half only, Florida State.
I like that look. And Ragu did talk about that on our show on Monday, back in Florida State first half. I'm going to roll with that. What a treat it is to have an OG like Ragu coming to us live from the Orleans. Ragu, you got some more?
Yeah, I got a special guest that wants to say hello here. Come on in. Come on, okay.
There he is.
You almost got the cocktail girl, man. You almost got the cocktail.
Oh, shoot.
There he is, Dom Ricci in the house. Dom, is there a way we can hear him? No, we can't hear him. Dom, there he is live in him.
I can't really hear you. I just want to say hello.
Can you go flash over to him just for a sec? Give him 1 sec. Give us 1 sec. There he is, Dom Ricci.
Hey guys,
Coming to us live.
train tickets going. You know, we get treated like gold here at the Orleans. A real OG over here.
There he is, our Dom Ricci in the house. Man, I would love to be hanging out with you guys. Dom, Big Ragu, all you guys have a spectacular weekend, and thank you for coming in live. I'll be in touch with you all day tomorrow, Dom.
We're going to just jump over into that Breeders Cup chat. It's too hot to get another chat. I'll look up and on that for you.
Can you give me one more flash? Give me one more flash of my guy Dom coming to us live from Vegas.
Love you guys. Thank you,
there he is. Dom Ricci, the Big Ragu, coming to us live from the Orleans. What a great group of guys. Man, how much do I love those guys. Got those guys for life. Paco Healy almost there. We got Nutflush Allen almost there. DJ Big Boss almost there. Man, am I insanely jealous. Okay, so quick review of my place. I'm on the Argos plus 12 at minus 115. I'm on Navy first half at minus 15 at minus 110. And then in basketball, I'm on that over in the Rockets Nets at over 241. I'm also on the Knicks plus 10. And then in NHL, those 5 games, I gave them to you already. Islanders plus 105. Red Wings plus 245. Jackets, Blues under 5.5 at minus 104. Stars plus 125. And then Sharks minus 1 at plus 195. And scares me that I'm going up against Ragu in both those looks, man. Fat Fist says, so jealous too, man. Troy V saying, enjoy Sin City, fellas. Drinking Hand says, Big Ragu, drink up all those drinks and enjoy. Oh, man, love you guys so much. Wish I could be out there with you guys, man. Keith Sadler says, enjoy Vegas, guys. Before we put a bow on this, we go from such happiness, and sadly, we're going to come down to probably a bit of sadness, but we need to boost this guy's spirits up. Please welcome to the show, Freddie Fortune. Hello, Freddie. I hope that things are picking up for you. I know that you've been struggling and going through a tough time, but we love you very much and very happy to have you on the show. I believe that was a shirt that Zach Morris wore on Saved by the Bell. Is that right?
Who's Zach Morris?
Okay. Jim Rome Seduce says, Freddie's why I'm here. That's why he's watching the show. He's just coming to see you, Freddie.
I don't think so. He's been here for an hour and a half now.
No, I
haven't been here for an hour and a half.
David Hutton says, 1 second, I'm going to need his Xanax for this. Oh, no. Some not nice things coming in from the chat. I won't share with you.
Thank you.
Freddie, you wore a fun shirt. Does that lift your spirits at all?
No.
Okay.
I tried, but no.
No? Okay. You still dealing with back pain?
more or less, I got good news.
Oh, what's the good news?
I got my friend Antoine. He's helping me with a home.
Your friend
So-
Antoine's helping you with a home.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So what kind of home have you guys figured out? Is it
He lives in an apartment here
Yeah.
near the office. He lives by the river. You know, by the creek. By the creek.
Yeah.
That's the word where Larry shot his movie.
yeah.
He lives near that place.
Okay, sweet. So you're gonna stay in his apartment?
Yeah. For the moment, we're
Okay.
having interesting nights. Monopoly and chess.
All right.
Have you seen chess boxing?
chess boxing?
Yeah.
Yes, I have actually. Yeah, you do. You have to get
You're
to play.
lying.
No, I have. You get to play within a minute, then you do a round of boxing. So you've been doing that around the apartment?
No, we've been watching
Oh,
old Russian chess boxing from 2003.
wow, that sounds wonderful.
It is.
Yeah.
It helps me cope with my
God, this
Sadness.
is just this is really a tough way to finish the week. Not chance send him to Vegas. Okay, some really tough things coming in from the chat right now. Nothing I'll share with you. You got a winner on your last play, right?
Yeah.
That must have made you feel good.
No.
Okay,
I'm like 4-1 now this week.
1-4, because you lost 4
Yeah,
and
I'm
1.
a stupid idiot.
You know, don't
I
be hard.
fucking hate myself.
Whoa, come on. Come on, you got a fun shirt on. You got a neck knee, a little neck knee.
What's? Oh, it's like acne.
It's acting on your neck, yeah. Okay, let's.
That made me smile.
Good. Yeah, it's good to have neck knee. It means that you're still alive
A teen,
inside.
A teen.
Or a teen, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your action today?
Well, since I won, I'm back at Swedish bandy.
Oh, bandy! Okay, Swedish bandy. And what do you
Yeah.
have for us here?
These are weird names. I fucking
Okay,
hate weird names.
don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just fire them
I
away.
think I'm going back to NFLs or something.
NFLs.
With
okay.
easy names.
Sure.
Easy sport.
All right.
Pussy players.
Sure.
It's Villa lead Copping. BK -4.5. And -110 over Betlanda at Bet365.
So who's the team that you're betting on again?
Villa lead Copping.
Villa League Copping.
Villa lead Copping.
That's what we need. There's boxing, big fight. There's UFC.
You know what I need. No, keep talking.
Okay. It's a big weekend for sports. Breeders Cup, NBA, NHL, NFL, NCAA football. But there's also Swedish bandy.
And it's Friday.
Yes. Which means?
Chocolate milk and a cold bath, remember?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I do every Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, Freddie likes to take cold baths and drink chocolate milks because he's afraid of swimming pools, and that's...
That's not true.
Oh. Why do you like the cold baths? Why do you like the cold baths? Okay, you don't need to toss. Okay. So, it's not all glory. It's not all ups. There's downs. And life ebbs and flows. It yings and yangs. There's light and there's dark. We know Freddie's going to get back to his happy ways, and he's going to start with a little Swedish bandy.
You know what makes me sad?
What's that?
My notebook is about to be filled.
Yeah, that's...
Where can I write my place now?
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
It is tough already.
Yeah. Patrick Osweiler says, I'm confused. I just got back in. You have every right to be confused. I've got some bets to make. Do you think you can give a leche, or would you like me to handle it?
I don't want Rafa to play your stupid cow video.
Sure.
But I don't feel good enough.
Okay.
Maybe I should bring my friend Antoine to do some leches in the future.
Sure. Yeah, Rafa wants that too. Okay, sure.
Okay, great.
Sure.
Antoine,
okay.
if you're watching the show, you're invited for some leche.
Yeah, Antoine, you're invited for some leche. Okay. Let's have a big weekend. Breeders' Cup Championship Saturday. I'll be tweeting out all my action. I want multi-$1,000 winner, and I'll pick fours. I'm gonna go for big scores, but most importantly, leche and those bookmakers.